Do your videos look flat, lifeless, or just off? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix flat footage in Premiere Pro step by step. By the end, I'm going to show you how to bring life back to your shots. And I'm going to show you a sneak peek of my color correction workshop that's coming up. And if you're new here, then welcome. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Adrienne and I make tutorials on video editing. If you would like a color correction checklist, it's very beginner friendly. I've got a link in the description box below. And now let's get into it. Flat footage is totally normal, especially if you shoot in something like C-Log or S-Log, and the good news is that it's totally fixable. But if you try to grade it without color correcting it first, it is going to look harsh, it's going to look strange, your color is going to be kind of messy, it's not going to work out. The first step is to know your footage and the picture profile you're working with. Today, for this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you C-Log. You can see here that I have imported footage into Premiere Pro. I went ahead and dragged that onto the timeline, so I have a sequence ready to get started. And then I went up to the top right corner of Premiere to Workspaces, and I opened up the Color workspace. So now I have access to all of my tools and all of my scopes. The next step for fixing this C-Log footage is to do some basic color correction here in the Lumetri color panel. I have basic correction open in the Lumetri color panel, and I have Waveform Luma open under Lumetri scopes. You start your basic color correction here under Basic Correction in the Lumetri color panel. The first thing to be done is to come down to white balance and use the eyedropper in order to adjust the white balance of the footage in the program monitor. Next, coming down to light, you'll have the opportunity to adjust exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, whites, and blacks in order to make sure the exposure of your footage is correct. It's important to be doing this while watching your Waveform Luma scope. Notice how even a few adjustments here make such a huge difference. Now I'll walk you through a little bit of curves. I'm still not applying a LUT here. I'm saving it for later because I want to make sure I have a really clean color correction first. When I look at RGB Parade, I can see that the red is significantly higher in the highlights than the green or the blue. So I'm going to bring that down just a touch. When I come over to RGB Curves, I select the red line. I'm going to make a couple of points on that line to make sure it doesn't move. And then I'm going to bring the red highlights down until RGB Parade shows me that it is more in line with the green and the blue. In my color correction workshop that's coming up, I'm going to show you how to do a full color correction on footage like this, and I'll also be showing you a little bit of color grading for the orange and teal look. The workflow for color correction is pretty straightforward. Identify the footage that you're working with. What is your picture profile? Do your basic color correction, and then tweak that color before you step into color grading. Flat footage doesn't have to be frustrating, and it also doesn't have to be intimidating. Once you understand these steps and follow them, your footage is going to be ready for any color look. And that's it from me. If you thought this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'd love to see you back. And leave a comment below if you'd like me to show some color grading on this particular piece of footage. And I'll see you in the next one.